were aware of the Waianae Sustainable Communities Plan, of which the PIM in Waianae, they found an endangered shrimp in the area, so the park can't happen.
I have heard of it.
Noise in this world. You can bet your life I won't go quietly, making a noise in this world. Everyone has a song. God gave us each a song. That's how.
What does PIN stand for? They can come up with their own conclusion. I had to educate my kids what exactly was the PIN, because they too had asked, what is that? What does it stand for? It's a project infrastructure mapping. Oh well, what does that concern? Because it's for a regional park that in the sustainability plan that Waianae had implemented.
The taking of property, I believe it was $3 million, correct, for the 50 acres? Was that the offer, $3 million?
Yes.
Okay, and just letting you know, if the rail was going through your property, they'd offer you $500 million. The city and county of Honolulu is spending $10 million a month to not build the rail.
Yes, sir, I am.
So do you think that we have the money to make this work?
Oh, I know that there is money there, but it's being funneled into other projects such as rail. And even if they say that there isn't money there, as long as this land is secured for a regional park, I think our community would be willing to wait.
Should pass. Is there's no money for you folks out there? How does that make you feel?
Oh my gosh, they get plenty of money for the rail, but no more money for one park.
Thank you.
How you go? The monies that you can give us as a put it toward a park. So there are definitely angles that we're looking at. Money is the issue. Give us an opportunity to look for money.
So in conclusion then, your answer to my question is that you're asking that you be afforded as a community the opportunity to come back and say, we'll find you the money for that PIM, we'll do what we can to
Well,
make
if that's the excuse that the city is saying funding, then let us look for the money, help them out.
And you'd like that opportunity, correct?
If we can, right.
If the city and county of Honolulu had the funds to advance the 50-acre park, what would be a fair number for your company that you would accept?
50 million would do it.
But I want to let everyone know that is my last council hearing. The person that's replacing me went up and down in the campaign season. No more landfills. No more landfills on the Leeward Coast. Elect me. But my opponent, who's going to now sit in this chair next month, took $2,000 from PBT.
Welcome to my country. Welcome to my home.
Been moved and seconded for the explanation. Chairman is to request the Department of Enterprise Services to determine the feasibility of developing a concert hall and meeting room facility in central Oahu.
Welcome to the bush. Take what you may need.
But my opponent, who's going to now sit in this chair next month, took $2,000 from PBT. So is it about the money? Do we need to get this passed today so that the next council-elect person doesn't have to vote and say, sorry, Nanakuli, I have a broken promise to you? That's why this needs to be deferred. Because the people need to have fair play and to know that the people they elect will stand true to them. And we need to have this next council look at this after the Nanakuli communities had another chance at this. That's the time to do it. So I'm asking you, please, defer this today, because by not deferring it and voting this up and voting for this after all the deliberations, you're telling everybody in the Nanakuli community, too bad. But my point is the following. We just heard, again, like I said, angst. That's the word of the day. You heard folks come here from Nanakuli and there's no money for a park. but they get a landfill. Here we have, there could be a concert hall that hopefully one would generate revenue. We just, we couldn't pay for the symphony. The last committee hearing, I brought up Wounded Knee. And I brought up the Wounded Knee issue because I made a statement that it was as if the residents of Nanakuli were running out of their homes and being shot in the back. That originally, when we're talking land acquisition, the blue spot is that it is pertinent to the rail. It is absolutely related to the rail in all facets, because all the rail warehouses that are torn down, all the buildings being torn down, it goes to Nanakuli. So to make the rail work, all the construction debris, everything goes to Nanakuli. So what's the lifespan of PVT? Approximately 10 years. I don't see anybody looking at expansion or taking it up in Hawaii Kai. I don't see anybody thinking of putting it in Windward. The deliberations, this needs to stop. If the quote plight of the Native Hawaiians, and you want to do something about it, this is your chance. This is your golden moment to say the broken treaty stops with us. This is your opportunity as council members to say, if we got to come up with the money, let's come up with the money. But if this were deferred today, PVT doesn't lose, the community doesn't lose, it stays stagnant. And it stays stagnant so that the angst of all of us can have remedy. To remove the PIM is one of the most outrageous remedies that we could come up with.
Although the current fiscal situation may not allow for a park at this time, I believe that the land should be set aside to be used as a park.
If this PIM is removed via this resolution, then the entire Leeward Coast, which in the Waianae Sustainable Communities Plan is park deficient, then Waianae lost its park, Nanakuli lost its park.
Urge the council not to remove the PIM symbol on Nanakuli B until another suitable property is found.
To ask that you defer the resolution to remove the PIM and afford my community the opportunity to have a plot of land secured for a regional park. Politicians who tout the green talk should be dissuaded from promoting further land disposal. Please defer Resol 12-139 for more community input in this serious matter.
Now, we know that PVD contributed to each of your campaign coffers. The only one who did not accept was Councilman Tomberg, to my knowledge. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, don't be afraid. Take your time. Turn off the...
Asbestos is nothing. That's only one of the contaminants. So the deferment is very, very important to us to gather all this data. Thank you.
Defer the resolution adoption today to allow for more community input.
I'd like the council to defer the resolution 12-139 because I believe that we haven't had enough time to really have a good discussion with the community.
We do need a regional park.
Our children have no place to play. And we are the ones that way on the west side that don't have nothing. When somebody on the other side, the east side, asks for something, some way, somehow they get it done. But when we ask, we gotta beg, beg, beg. I'm tired of begging. I'm 70 years old. I never know if I will see the new park. That's why I'm here, for my grandchildren. For me, it's gone. But what about my grandchildren coming up? And the other children coming up? Give them something that they can hang on, that they can say is theirs. They build championship teams that go to Florida and play baseball, football. And what we get? Nothing. When they go to Florida, they think we're well done. But no, we're not. We're struggling. We're struggling on the west side. How about giving us a hand?
Common sense tells me that the beautiful breeze that comes down from the valley, through the landfill, and down through our homes is toxic.